The Regulating Act 1773. Main provisions. The Regulating Act of 1773 made changes in the constitution of the company. It allowed the company to conduct its commercial and administrative functions but brought these activities under the direct supervision of the Parliament. Changes in the constitution of the company in England or in home government. The Act stipulated that only those members who held stocks worth £1,000 and possessed them more than 12 months before the voting in the Court of Proprietors could participate in the elections. The provision was directed against those company servants who were called English nabobs. They acquired the shareholding and influenced the election of directors. 2. The Regulating Act increased it to 4 years. 1/4 of the directors were to retire after 1 year, and fresh elections would fill their vacant posts. 3. The Act also stipulated that the company would place all the accounts related to the revenue collected in Bengal before the Treasury of England and the correspondence from India related to civil and military affairs before the Secretary of State.
Major provisions relating to the government in India. The company's central government in India. 1. The Regulating Act also laid down the provisions relating to the activity of the company within the territories of India. The government in India consisted of a Governor-General and his 4 councillors. Warren Hastings was declared the Governor-General in Council. The 4 councillors named were Clavering, Monson, Barvell and Francis. 2. The tenure of the members of the central government in India was fixed for 5 years. 3. The salary of the members of the central government in India was also fixed. The Governor-General in Council was to be paid £25,000 annually. The members of his council were to receive £1,000 each per year. It was a hefty salary in those days. 4. The Governor-General in Council and his councillors were directed to conduct the affairs of the government by majority vote. The Governor-General was empowered to cast votes if there was an equal division of opinion due to different reasons. 5. The Governor-General in Council and the councillors were empowered to superintend and control the presidency governments in their relations with the native princes. The presidency governments were not authorized to start war or conclude treaties with the native rulers without the prior permission of the Governor-General in Council and his councillors. In case of emergencies or under direct orders from London, they could act without seeking permission from the government in Bengal. 6. The Governor-General in Council was authorized to make and issue rules, ordinances and regulations for the good order and civil government of the Indian territories. However, his legislative acts could become operational after he had registered and published in the Supreme Court at Calcutta. Secondly, such acts of the Governor-General in Council were required to be consistent with the laws in force in England. 7. The Regulating Act bound the Governor-General in Council to pay due obedience to the orders of the Court of Directors and keep them regularly informed of the matters relating to the operations of the company concerning revenue collection, civil administration and relations with the native rulers. Major provisions relating to the government in India. Presidency governments of the company. 1. The Governor-General in the Council of Bengal was given the power to suspend any offending governor and his council. The presidency governments were bound to show obedience to the orders of the Governor-General in the Council of Bengal. 2. The Act bound the presidencies to submit to the Governor-General in Council of Bengal all the information concerning their government, revenue and information related to the company. Supreme Court in Bengal. Regulated by a fresh Act of the British Parliament. 1. The Regulating Act made provision for setting up a Supreme Court in Calcutta. By Charter of 29th March 1774, 3 assistant judges were attached to the Chief Justice and his court was established. 2. The Chief Justice and assistant judges were to hold office at the pleasure of the Crown. 3. Their salary was fixed at £8,000 for the Chief Justice and £6,000 for the assistant judges annually. 4. The court had the power to try civil, criminal, admiralty and ecclesiastical cases. The court was given jurisdiction over all the subjects of Britain residing in Bengal, Bihar and Odisha.